Hey guys, so today I like to give you an example of tapping, so of how to release a strong emotion. And I know anger can be for many people a problem, like they don't know how to, they don't want to react on it and they don't know how to release it. So I thought let's take that as an example, because actually I find with EFT you can if you know how to, you can very easily let go of anger. Yeah. So let's go through the 5 steps. Step number 1 is we identify what we want to release. So, and we write it down. So we want to write down anger. And just one more thing, if you don't feel any anger at the moment, you can still tap along. So you just get an experience how this tapping works. And the thing is, with tapping we always take out all the stress, yeah? So when we tap, we cannot really bring up anger which is not there. So you don't have to be afraid like you're making yourself angry even though you're perfectly peaceful at the moment. However, it might be that there's some anger there which you are unconscious of, and that might come up and you might experience that, and of course then you can let it go. Yeah? So anger. Step number 1, we have identified we want to release anger. Very well. Step number 2, we feel, where do we feel this anger in our body? Okay, I feel it in my chest, for example. Good. Step number 3 is, you feel it in your chest, how does it feel? Yeah, how do you feel, how do you know you're angry? Okay, I feel this, maybe it's like a moving energy or a pressure, yeah? So you write that down. That's step number 3. What do you feel in your body? Step number 4 is you identify with the stress scale how much anger you exactly have. Yeah, remember 10 is the highest stress, so the highest anger you can have, and with 0 you don't have any anger whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, that's step number 4, and don't worry to get it wrong. So if you find it difficult, is it a 6, is it a 7, is it 8, you just guess. Yeah, everything fine, you just guess it. So step number 5 is we start tapping, and we start with the setup statement during we tap on the karate chop point. Okay, so even though, then we say our theme, so this time it's the anger. Even though I feel so angry, I forgive myself and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Even though I have all this anger in my chest, forgive myself and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Even though I'm so angry and I could do something to somebody, I feel all this anger in my chest. I forgive myself and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Okay, that's a setup statement. So now we go to the next point. All this anger. So you just repeat the problem in just a few words, yeah? God, so much anger. So eyebrow point we are now. Next to the eye, so much anger. Under the eye, God, I'm so angry. Under the nose. So you hear I'm connecting myself as God. You can do that if you like. Connect yourself to like a deity, to God, to Lord Krishna, to Jesus, to Mother Mary. Yeah, or you don't do that at all. But if you have someone you are connected to, it can be even more powerful. Yeah, I really like to do that. So God, under the nose we are now. God, I'm so angry. So much anger. In the crease under the lip, so much anger. On the collarbones, all this anger. Under the arm, God, so much anger. So much anger. And we do another round. So that was one round. We went through all the points. We do another round. And just remember to breathe. To breathe deeply. Top of the head. All this anger in my chest. Eyebrow point. All this anger in my chest. Next to the eye. God, I'm so angry. Under the eye. All this anger in my chest. Under the nose. All of this anger. Under the lip. All of this anger. On the collarbones, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so angry. God, I'm so angry. Under the arm. You take a deep breath again. So we did 2 rounds. And if you had some anger, then you can check in now how do you feel now? So you look at the stress scale. It's very important because now you can see how much progress you have made. And when you, for example, had an 8, so maybe now you have a 6, maybe you even have a 5. And just remember, we only did 2 rounds, so we did maybe 2 minutes or 1 minute even of tapping. And I just want to encourage you like that. So even in 1 minute or 2 minutes or like 2 rounds of tapping, you can feel a relief or a release, yeah? And I want to bring that to you, so to encourage you. Use the stress scale so you can see the improvement you made, and to encourage you to use this amazing technique. So, and then we can just carry on tapping. Okay, so now, for example, it was an 8 at the beginning, so now maybe it's a 6. So you write it down, okay, 6, and you start again. And you change a little bit the sentence because your anger has gone down. And you can even have a look, like, where do you feel your anger now in your body? Maybe something has changed. Okay, and it's still in your chest, but maybe the sensation has changed, yeah? So you have a look at that, write it down, and you continue. Even though, so again we say the setup statements 3 times. Even though I'm still angry, and I still have this sensation in my chest, I forgive myself, and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Even though I'm still very angry, and I have this sensation in myself, and I don't know what to do with myself, I forgive myself, and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Even though I'm still very angry and still don't know what to do, I forgive myself and deeply love and accept myself as I am. Yeah? So we go through the points again, top of the head. Still very angry. God, still very angry. As you notice, I stay on the top of the head a bit more because there's actually some area to cover there, yeah? So eyebrow point, still very angry, God. Next to the eye, I'm still so angry. And you breathe deeply. Under the eye, still very angry, God. Under the nose, I'm so angry. And maybe it becomes clear to you. Maybe you have anger at yourself, or maybe it becomes clear that you actually have anger at a certain person which you were not aware of before. So then you can say that. For example, so much anger at myself. How could I have been so stupid, God? So much anger at myself. So now we're already under the arm. So much anger at myself. Can't believe how stupid I was. So much anger at myself. God, I've been so stupid. Yeah? Okay. Say, however, you are not angry at yourself, you're angry at somebody else. Yeah? You can say so much anger at my father, for example, yeah? So we're next to the eye. So much anger at my father. Under the nose, how could he have done this to me? Under the lip, how could he have done this to me? God, so much anger at my father. I hate him. Under the arm. Yeah, take a deep breath. And never be afraid to express yourself. You don't have to tell your father, like, Father, I hate you. It can just be a temporary feeling of so much anger or something, yeah. And when you really can name it as you feel it, then you can let go of it, yeah. When you think, oh, I'm not allowed to say that, or God doesn't allow me to speak that like that or feel like that, then you cannot release it, yeah. Be open and free to say whatever is there. Yeah, I encourage you to do that. So now you've got some experience, and at the end, when you finish tapping, so you can do as many rounds as you like, and then if something has changed, like the feeling in your chest has changed, maybe it goes to your stomach, maybe it goes to your throat, or maybe you feel sadness, then you change your setup statement accordingly. Like now you can say, even though I feel so sad and so lonely, and then you go through the point, like I forgive myself, yeah, like that, and you go through the points, right? So now you have had a brief experience of EFT, and if you have any questions, please write to me in the, like, under this video in YouTube. So I love to answer all your questions. And if it's very personal, then just write me an email if you have my email address. And yeah, I look forward to make more videos and to help you with specifically the issues that come up for you. Yeah? Okay. So then one last thing I like to encourage you. I like to say to you, don't be a perfectionist with this technique. You don't have to be. I like to encourage you to play with it, to experiment with it. Like if you would want to be perfect, like you can't be perfect from the beginning, right? just play with it, experiment with it, try it out. Ask me your questions if you have any under the YouTube video, write them down. Yeah, then you can get more into it, right? Like even now you just have had like 3 videos if you watch them all, which is very little. So I just like to encourage you, play with it, experiment with it, make your experience, ask me all your questions. Yeah, like that. So, and then next time I will make another video where I will give you some more tips and some things to help you continue further. Yeah, there's some little tips I like to give you still. So thanks a lot for watching. I wish you lots and lots of good luck, and yeah, lots of good luck for your releasing, and please feel free to ask me all of your questions. Okay, lots of love from India. Ciao.